Hi everybody, Beth Miller, Modern Intuitive Therapist. This is part 3 of a series where I'm introducing you to the idea of radical trust. Radical trust in yourself, radical trust in others, and radical trust in the divine flow so that you can transcend your problems and manifest miracles in your life instead. We've been saying that without trust, positivity alone cannot bring us to the place of where we want to be, which is to transcend the issues that we have and to be able to create the things that we want. We have to begin to really dive into this tool of trusting in ourselves, others, and in the divine flow of life to make the most out of our lives. So this part of the series this video is about trusting in others, radical trust in other people. So if you don't trust in others radically, you might do things like this: have trouble delegating, guard your heart against being hurt, not engage in particular relationships, judge others frequently, keep people at a distance, feel betrayed by people easily, not be forgiving, hold on to hatred or resentment. Those are just a few examples of not truly trusting other people. So we want to go through life with a more wide open heart and a vast trust in other beings, which is hard to do, essentially because most people feel that they have been betrayed or hurt by other people, and so they close up instead. But here's my radical idea about trusting in other people. This is my belief. Radical trust in other people is not radically trusting that they are going to be perfect and that they're going to read your mind and do a great job always giving you what you need and what you want. Wrong, no. Instead, radical trust in other people is about radically trusting that whatever they do is what you need to grow. Whatever they do is what you need to grow. So whatever their behaviors are is somehow creating a welcome mat for you to develop something within yourself that you need to, that they are giving you an invitation to do so. Now I know that's a hard pill to swallow. We'll work on it together, but but if you follow this type of thinking, you're going to notice that the strength comes back to you. I'll show you how. So if you do not trust people all the time, if any of those things I said in the beginning sounded like you, and when I say that, I don't mean that if somebody's trying to steal your money or do something bad to your kids that you're supposed to just trust them. Not at all. What I'm talking about is the trust in other people, to be in a relationship with them, or to trust them when being in business with them, or to trust them when you are needing to delegate, when you are handing over some kinds of power. We need human being relationships. We need to interrelate and to build things together in order to be able to be our highest level of social beings, and also in order to be able to create to our highest, because there is a oneness about us that we need to rely on each other and be interdependent in order to bring out the best in each other. And that is why even when somebody is causing us a lot of challenges, that they very often are calling up in ourselves an awareness that there's something that needs to grow in us. Okay, so here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to think about whether you really trust other people. And if you don't, that's okay. Don't judge yourself for it. But ask yourself, where has your trust gone? In what scenarios do you not trust people? And why? Reflect back on your history and say, where did my trust go? Did it slowly get eroded? Or was it one-time big incidents that happened that caused me to not trust people as much anymore, or not trust love as much anymore, not trust people that are close to me as much anymore? Ask yourself those questions. Once you figure out where your trust has gone, I want you to recognize that the goal is to restore it. But the goal to restore it does not happen by trying to change or control them. The goal to restoring your trust in others is about restoring your trust in yourself. So we go back to the video before this. We need to trust our own resiliency, our own capability, our own intuition. to be able to follow through on our own strengths, our own agility. Because when we trust in this, when we feel very sound and centered in this being that we have, then what other people do doesn't bother us as much. We don't have to control them. We don't have to try to influence or change them. We trust them as they are. We let them be on their side of the street doing their thing because we know that we can handle us. And whatever they do that might influence us, we know we can rebound from. We are resilient. We're strong. We're agile. We're capable. So here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to begin when you feel afraid of trusting other people, when you feel guarded, when you feel like you can't delegate, when you feel like you're being controlling. I'd like you to start saying, I trust in myself, I trust in others. I trust in myself, I trust in others. I trust in myself, I trust in others. Let's begin having you do that, just rewiring that automatic distrust to I trust in myself, I trust in others. Remember, we want to restore a feeling of interdependency and oneness so that we can bring out the best in everyone and in ourselves. Stick with me for the third part of the series about trusting in the divine flow.